Hello everyone, welcome to IQRA IAS. Today we'll be talking and completing the agriculture schemes part 2. Yesterday we have already completed that particular part 1 of agriculture schemes. Today we'll be going through the part 2 and that will be end of all agriculture schemes that we have seen. Okay, very important, as I've already told you that agriculture schemes occupies a very important area from the UPSC point of view. Okay, so I'll just check that whether the audio is visible or not. Audio, you are able to hear me or not, and I'll also see that whether the things are proper. Just have a minute. We can start our lecture. Right. Everything is very clear now. We are now going for part 2 of agriculture scheme. Those who are watching me for the very first time, I will like to remind what we have done yesterday, and those who are there with me yesterday, okay, just have a 2 minutes of spare 2 minutes for the new students, that what we have done yesterday they will also get to know about it. Okay, yes. So before going into the introduction or the part 2 of the agricultural schemes, I would like to tell you all of you that IQRA IAS has launched a new UPSC plus NCERT batch for 2026 to 2027. It's a very esteemed faculties out there. You can see here, led by none other than Mr. Ojhasir. Okay, and in this particular course, you'll have one-to-one mentorship, weekly and monthly current affair magazine, which is a very important for the examination, static and current affair together. If you're able to learn at a time, that will add a lot of edge in your examination. Prelims and mains test series anyhow included. This is NCERT plus GS course, and you also have only GS course. Basically, those who have just in the last year of graduation or just past graduation, they can go for this particular course because they have a lot of time to do it. Those who have passed graduation or under still preparation or done PG and for the very first time they are preparing for the UPSC examination, they can go for this particular course directly. All the important features are listed here. You can be a part of it. Okay, will definitely help you out in cracking the examination with all the resources that we are having. You will have a very abundance qualitative coaching given through the infrastructure, through the faculties, with the help of which the journey looks very easy and simple. Okay, let us recap what we have done yesterday. In our last class, we have seen Pradhan Mantri Samman Nidhi Yojana. Just 1 minute of recap. This in this particular scheme, government will give you income support. Say income support scheme, 6,000 will be given per year to the small and marginal farmers. Then we have also seen Pradhan Mantri Kisan Man Dhan Yojana. Okay, Kisan Man Dhan Yojana. Here, government will be giving a pension to the small and marginal farmers. Basically, it is a farmers welfare scheme. Then we have Indian Council of Agriculture Research. They have got two schemes. One is Farmers First, another one is ARIA. Farmers First is nothing but whatever the problems the farmers are facing on farm, they have to get connected with the scientists and academics and the stakeholders. So that's proper solutions of technology we can build for the farmers' problems. Then we also have ARIA, as I've already told you that it is a scheme that try to retain youth in agriculture. If the present generation of farmers, okay, are not able to work because of age or might have are no more with us, then what about the annadata of our future? Who is going to feed us in future? That is the reason retaining youth in the agriculture sector is given importance through the scheme called as what? ARIA. Then I have also discussed about agriculture extension scheme, agri clinics, agri business. So as a graduate, if you're willing to do a business, you can start what? Agri clinic, agri business. Government of India will give you 20 lakh rupees of loan for setting up of agri clinic, agri businesses, and you can give services to the farmers in the form of what? Weather forecasting, in the form of price discovery, new marketplaces. Whatever service you want to give to the farmers or agriculture, you can give to the farmers and take the remuneration from them. Okay, that is what is agri clinic or agri business. National e-governance plan, just like how we are governed through internet with regard to able to do nowadays online. So just like how the civilians and the society is being governed through e-governance initiative, in the same way, agriculture should also have what? E-governance. Nothing but all agriculture services which are given by the government should be through internet. That is what is called as national e-governance plan. Then we have also seen agriculture extension, in which we have seen Kisan Vijnana Kendras. So basically knowledge dissemination, technology demonstration, and new schemes of the government they will spell out, they will try to make aware to the farmers under this particular Kendras. Atma, that we have also seen, Agriculture Technology Management Agency. Basically, it is a focal point of research and extension activities. Okay, and it is nothing but again new technologies with regard to various agricultural practices. If that has come into modern times, it has that has come into the market. That technologies will be demonstrated with the help of what? Atma. Then we have also seen Kisan Call Center. Okay, nothing but any farmers, if they are having any problem, they can call to the given number and they can get the remedies from the other person who are experts in their particular field. DD Kisan, launched by Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, a wonderful channel 24/7 dedicated for the development of what? Farmers. Lot of programs with regard to horticulture, with regard to cropping, new technologies, government schemes, all will be telecasted one by one all through the day under the DD Kisan. Okay, then we are having irrigation. We have seen not irrigation. We are having here food processing. Whatever the agriculture produces there, if it is going to what? Food processing industry, it adds value. So, in order to promote food processing industries in our country, the government of India has launched Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. Okay, so I have discussed all of these yesterday. Okay, then food security also we have done. National Food Security Act came into the year 2013. Under this, the rice is given at 3 kg, wheat is given 2 kg, and grains are given at 1 kg to the BPL population through the PDS, nothing but ration shops. Nearly about 67% of the total population of India is covered under the National Food Security Act, and all of us, those who are belonging to people population, they got food security cards. Another important aspect about this food security card is it is given on the name of the eldest woman in the household who is above 18 years of age. And with the help of this food security card only, when the woman get pregnant, maternity benefit of 6,000 she will be getting. Not only that, when the child is born, the child will be given what? Nutrition meals, not only to the child but also to the pregnant woman in the form of what? Poshan Abhiyan. So National Food Security Act is not just about food security given to the total population, but it also covers important times of mother pregnancy, and also what? Early childhood of the children, bringing green revolution to the Eastern India. Eastern India is not here, Northeast India. Remember this point. Eastern India is here. We are having, remember this, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, West Bengal. So they have included two other one, Assam and Uttar Pradesh. This could be twisted in the examination. Make sure that one Northeast India state is also being taken up under the bringing green revolution to Eastern India. Eastern India is only the Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, and West Bengal. But under this scheme, you can see Assam and you can see what? Eastern Uttar Pradesh, which is actually a part of what? Northern India. Then we have also seen Operation Green. Operation Green is nothing but to increase the production of top tomato, onions, potato. We have seen that top now became what? Total. Top now became total. You can see that now this scheme is being extended to all other crops, which are what? Including only fruits and vegetables. Okay, Operation Greens. Then we have also seen Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana launched in the season of Kharif 2016. Under this particular scheme, the farmers who lost their crops because of prevented sowing, before sowing only a cyclone has come or inundation happened, then now this particular scheme will be applicable. Along with that, post harvest, if you have done the harvesting and you stored your all rice etc in your go down or any other storage units, if because of some natural calamity all that is destroyed, then also you can claim what? This particular insurance. Under the scheme, 2% premium means if the scheme, if the insurance is about 10 lakh rupees, the farmer need to pay only 2% of it. Farmer need to pay only 2% of it, which is nothing but around 20,000 the farmer will pay. Rest all the premium will be paid by central and state government equally, they will be sharing. So it means what? The premium is kept very very low with regard to kharif crops or rabi crops or commercial or horticulture crops. because we want to make sure that our farmers, our annadatas are secured from any of the risk. We have learned yesterday this in detail too. Now, today we are talking about sustainable agriculture. Basically, in sustainable agriculture, I will tell you the concept. Those who are watching me for the very first time, yesterday I have discussed the concept of agriculture, because learning 40 schemes of agriculture, actually you never know that why we are learning, means in what context we are learning, you will never know it. But if you know the concept, you will understand that actually where we are learning and why with this scheme we are learning. So that particular complete lecture I have given you yesterday. The first 10 minutes of yesterday's agriculture scheme is all about what conceptual development and why to launch all of these schemes. Almost around 30 to 35 schemes are there in agriculture sector, but one should know why these schemes has been launched, what is the problem is there with regard to the agriculture sector, and when this particular scheme was launched, and why we have to actually launch so many schemes too. All that information I have given you in the first 5 to 10 minutes of yesterday's agriculture part 1 schemes. Now we'll talk about sustainable agriculture. So agriculture is basically, the agriculture requires what? Land. But land is suffering from what? Desertification. Land is suffering from desertification. Desertification is a process where a productive land becomes what? Unproductive. Where a productive land becomes unproductive, nothing but soil fertility decreases. What happens here? Soil fertility decreases. When soil fertility decreases, obviously we have to reverse this process or not? Yes. So in sustainable agriculture, we have to make sure that fertility should not decrease, it should stay over a period of time, so that if the fertility is conserved, you will get the production also sustainable, and farmers also will get the income sustainable, and will turn out to be better for the farmers welfare. Along with that, if you talk about seeds are very much, because of global warming, because of climate change, all these crops are very much susceptible to what? Climatic change impacts. That's why here also for sustainable agriculture, we need to develop what? Pest resistant seeds, or climate resistant, heat resistant. Okay, all these are important in order to make sure that our crop is not lost. Our crop is not lost. Okay, next one is, agriculture is the weather is very erratic, weather is very dynamic. We never know that when we'll get the heavy rainfalls. IMD sometimes could be very accurate, sometimes it cannot be very accurate also. In this case, okay, information dissemination to the farmers are important. That's why disseminating information with regard to the weather and the climatic conditions to the farmers on time will help them to keep the crops in a safer mode. So that's why here, in order to have a sustainable agriculture, we have to protect the crops. That is the reason, okay, we need to have AI, or we need to have weather forecasting in a very good condition, so that our crops are not lost. Along with that, our soil, whatever the soil we are having, is excessively being used for what? Chemical fertilizers are being used. Because of that also, a lot of we are able to see that decreased fertility in the soil. That is the reason government has to promote what? A mix of chemical and organic fertilizers. For that purpose, already we are having manure, compost, we need to add it, and agroforestry is also being promoted in order to make sure that the soil is not losing its fertility. Apart from that, altogether, seeing the lifestyles of the population, seeing the lifestyles of the youth, which actually are avoiding chemical based any of the consumption products, government of India is also promoting what? Organic farming and natural farming. That also, when we are doing organic and natural farming, obviously we are not using the chemicals. When we are not using the chemicals, so the consumption of that chemicals in our body is also getting decreased. Biomagnification is also getting decreased. Along with that, these chemicals are not run off by wind, water, and not getting deposited in what? Lakes and river bodies, leading to the phenomena called as eutrophication. That's how we are able to conserve our agriculture ecosystem also, right? So basically, I have told you some important aspects with regard to what sustainable agriculture, why we are doing. Now let us see one by one the various schemes. So Government of India in August 2024 launched Clean Plant Program. Okay, it is given by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers. They have launched this scheme. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. The initiative aims to transform the horticulture sector in India. So remember this point here. Clean Plant Program is a program launched in August 2024 by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, for which area of agriculture and allied sector? For the horticulture sector. This is a very important twisting terminology, could be in the MCQ. setting new benchmark for excellence and sustainability. The CPP will provide access to virus-free, high-quality planting material, which is expected to boost crop yields and enhance farmers' income opportunities. The moment in the given area you are able to produce more and more, in the same area you are able to produce more and more over a period of time, it means what? You are able to earn more income. I hope clean plan program is done with you. Those who are watching me, is it all clear? सबको अच्छे से समझ में आ गया? Any doubts you are having, please ask me. The students who are listening to me, is it all clear? All fine? Chalo. Then we also have PM Pranam. It stands for Program for R means restoration, A means awareness, G means awareness generation, nourishment, amelioration of Mother Earth. It aims at encouraging fertilizer-free farming. Aims at encouraging what? Fertilizer-free farming. Basically, we are talking about chemical fertilizers. So if we are not using the chemical fertilizers, we can restore what? The soil fertility. We can generate the awareness with regard to how these chemical fertilizers could be very harmful to the soil fertility or to the agriculture, to the farmers. Okay, we will nourish very good with regard to the soil if with the help of what? Manure, compost, etc., so on and so forth. That helps in, okay, amelioration of Mother Earth. Nothing but rejuvenation of what? Our Mother Earth. The lost fertility, the lost productivity of the Mother Earth, we can get it back. So basically, PM Praman scheme is to encourage what? Fertilizer, chemical free fertilizer farming. Then Government of India in Union Budget 2024 has also launched promoting climate resilient crops and bio input centers. That is what I have told you just now. Climate resilient crops are those crops which are able to sustain climate extremities. If it is too heat also, they will be able to sustain that. If it is too cold, they will be able to sustain that. If it is too much of rainfall, they will be able to sustain it. So that kind of crop varieties are called as climate resilient. Is nothing but, okay, fighting back is called as resilient. And bio input centers means the bio input is nothing but the organic derivatives, the whatever the fertilizers that we are using, whatever the organic material that we are using, basically is derived from what? Plants. Plant based are called plants, or animal waste is called as what? Bio. Okay, biological. So we have to have the bio input centers. It is nothing but you are having some centers where you can able to get what? Manure, compost, or any other new technology oriented bio inputs that you can use in your agriculture field. So in Union Budget 2024, the government announced newly 109 high yielding varieties and 32 climate resilient crops will be developed. Then we have Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana, launched in 2015 to 16. It is a centrally sponsored program dedicated to spread organic farming. And you might have learned this GK also till now. Sikkim is the first organic state of our country. Along with that, yesterday one of the Northeast Indian state has also achieved a very spectacular feat with regard to literacy. One state have actually now achieved 100% literacy. That state is, yesterday I have told you, Mizoram. Now, JVIKT Portal, a dedicated online portal is there. Okay, it has been established to facilitate direct sales of organic products from farmers to consumers. Okay, from farmers to consumer, direct sale of organic products. It means, suppose I am a farmer, I have grown mangoes or tomatoes or sitafal, whatever it is, and I have not used any chemical fertilizers. Then what I have to do? Obviously, I will go to a farmer producer organization, give them, they will sell on my behalf, or I can directly go on the national highways, state highways, or the Raitu bazaars, go and sit there and try to sell there. If not, I can go and sell to a wholesaler. So in this all this process, what is happening? Lot of strenuous activity. This is lot of hardships are also there. And if you are asking any wholesaler, lot of exploitation is also there. So that is the reason I will be very scared that whether I will get the remunerative prices or not. That is the reason JVIKT Portal is the portal where I, as an organic manufacturer of mangoes, producer of mangoes, I will directly sell to the consumer. So if you want to have organic mangoes, please go to this particular portal and try to choose any of the farmers you want to and get the chemical free. Okay, nothing but just like a Flipkart kind of portal. Okay, directly farmers to the consumer, it is being sold. Then we also have NICRA, National Innovation in Climate Resilient Agriculture. This is an institute which actually work consistently in order to make sure that the agriculture is climate resilient and the impact of climate change on agriculture is reduced, and they will time to time they will assess the impact. Okay, and the impact will be assessed on crops, how the livestock will behave, what is the impact of climate change in horticulture on fisheries, and to develop and promote such technologies with the help of which we can avert or we can at least mitigate the impact of climate change on the agriculture and allied activities. Then we have National Mission on Natural Farming. We are having launch on 25th November 2024. It is a centrally sponsored scheme to encourage 1 crore farmers to adopt what? Natural farming. Remember this. Okay, National Mission on Natural Farming. 1 crore farmers will be promoted, or you can say that encouraged, to go for natural farming. It was launched on 25th November 2024. It aims to promote natural farming practices, providing safe and nutritious food for all. The mission is designed to support farmers to reduce input cost of cultivation and dependency on externally purchased inputs like fertilizers, pesticide. We should not be purchasing that. We should be doing the natural farming. Natural farming, my dear students, remember this point here. Okay, if any land area is having which is suitable for agriculture, you will use it for what? Growing crops. And this is a naturally occurring land. It's not like that you got a land, you do the tilling, again you do all that. Okay, taking that, moving here and there, then you're sowing. You're not doing that. You're not actually preparing the land for the sowing purpose. Whatever the land that you have near around you, if it is fit for agriculture, you will directly grow what? Put the seeds and you will leave it to the environment. Okay, and it will naturally grow by themselves. That is called as what? Natural farming. Okay, government is also promoting a natural farming scheme since 2019 to 20 through a sub scheme called as Bharatiya Prakritik Krishi Paddhati. Okay, under Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana. Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana, we have already learned, it is a organic promotion of organic farming here. Under this Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana, we are having what? Bharat Prakritik Krishi Paddhati. Nothing but under organic farming, we are actually promoting what? Natural farming. This natural farming is now has only covered in what? Only 8 states. Please remember this point, not in all the states. Then we are having the next important scheme called as interest subvention scheme, also called as and another one we are having Kisan card. Okay, saturation drive. So Kisan credit card, yesterday we have learnt. Today we'll be seeing what interest subvention scheme. Farmer takes a loan from the bank. A bank will generally charge what? Commercial interest rate of 15%, 16%. In this case, government will tell to the bank that don't charge 15-20%, charge only 7%. That 7% we will give you. It means what? Interest which is 15% has been subvented, means it decreased to some percentage as proposed by the government. That process is called as interest subvention. So 15% became what? 7%, because government is bearing the rest 7% to the farmers. And if the farmers are paying the loan on time, the repayments are on time, there are no defaults are there, EMIs are on time, then it is further subvented by 3%. It is nothing but here the government want to promote the habit of what? Paying EMIs on time. It's a kind of incentives when the farmers are genuinely paying than those farmers who are not paying. Okay. The interest subvention scheme, as I have told you, provide concessional short-term agri loans. Short-term means less than 1 year agri loans to the farmers practicing crop husbandry and other allied activities like animal husbandry, dairy, fisheries. Nothing but this scheme. Under this scheme, whatever the loan you take, in any of the sector, the interest rate will be subvented. Is available to the farmers availing short-term crop loans up to 3 lakh rupees of loan, and interest rate of 7% will only be charged. Additional 3% will be charged if you are paying the EMIs or interest promptly, and timely repayment if you are doing, effective rate of interest will become what? Very, very less. Okay, both together 7%, 3% together if you see, then you will get on an average 4% only a farmer will be charged interest with the help of the scheme. The benefit of interest subvention scheme is also available for post-harvest loans also against negotiable warehouse receipts on crop loans. Nothing but what happens now, there is a mango season is there. I have got lot of mangoes, but I want to store the mangoes somewhere else because that much of demand is not there. So what I'll do is I'll go to a warehouse which is called as negotiable warehouse receipt. So I'll go to a warehouse center, I'll give the tomatoes like 1 ton tomatoes, and they will give me a receipt. They will give me a receipt. That receipt I can use it in the bank as a collateral, and whatever the value of receipt is there, on that the same value of what, or lesser than the value of whatever it is as bank decide, you will get a loan. So this interest subvention scheme is not only applicable to cropping sector but animal husbandry, but also but dairy, fisheries, and negotiable warehouse receipts are also applicable under this scheme. Then Government of India is promoting formation and promotion of 10,000 farmer producer organizations. The Government of India has launched a central sector scheme for formation and promotion of 10,000 farmer producer organization in the year 2020. So in the year 2020, the cabinet of our country has decided to actually promote 10,000 FPOs. Formation of FPOs are being done through implementing agency like DRDA could be, NABARD could be, which further engage cluster-based business organization. 2, 3, 4 FPOs together will become what? Cluster-based organization to provide and form professional hand-holding support to FPOs. Okay. So a professional like agriculture research fellows, agriculture extension officer, agriculture PG graduate, BSc agriculture, MS agriculture, the professional marketing person, the professional persons will be there which are actually helping this FPOs for a period of 5 years, including the preparation and execution of business plan for the concerned FPOs for ensuring better marketing opportunities and market linkages on a sustainable basis. Because at the end, farmer producer organizations are nothing but a group of farmers who register themselves as an organization. If they are, obviously they are not so literate, they are not so aware of the market dynamics, they are not so aware of the price discovery. So the FPOs are handled by what? CBOs, which are what? Professionally governed. Just like if you have a business, you cannot do marketing all by yourself. So what do? You will have a marketing firm, or you will have Meta ads or Facebook ads or not. Yes, that is how FBOs will also help what? FPOs. Then you are having Agriculture Infrastructure Fund. During the COVID 2020, it was launched in the year 2020 in order to address the existing infrastructure gaps. Like suppose you are having a city where you are having what? 5 Raitu Bazars are there, but the population is increasing so much, you require 7 Raitu Bazars. Okay, so there is a gap is there with regard to what? Infrastructure, or a particular city is there which is not connected to other major cities. So road should be laid in so that the city's products can go to what? Other states, the farmers can get what? Higher prices. So in order to address the infrastructure gaps and mobilize investment in agriculture infrastructure, rupees 1 lakh crore Agri Infrastructure Fund was established during the COVID in 2020 by the government. The Agriculture Infrastructure Fund is a medium long-term debt financing facility for investment in viable projects, means the projects which are profitable, for post-harvest management only, and community farming assets through interest subvention and credit guarantee support. All these are features are very important for the examination point of view. Please don't forget. Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, in the examination you will be always thinking about medium term, long term debt, like that you should be thinking. Okay, you should be also saying that whether it is only for what? Post harvest or pre harvest, or it is given what? From end to end, from the sowing to the pre harvest to the post harvest. They can also ask you that way. Okay, so make sure that you also have this information, or you are very cautious when you're writing the examination with regard to this. Okay, Is it clear to all of you? Sure. Now we'll see National Mission on Edible Oils, okay, or oilseeds. A landmark initiative aimed at boosting domestic oil seed production, because India at this point of time is a net importer of oil seeds. Means if we are exporting 100 kg of oil seeds, we are actually importing 200 kg. So net, we are in the deficit of what, 100. That is called as what, net. So India is a net exporter of oil seeds. It is nothing but the domestic production of oil seed is less. Okay. So that is the reason we have launched this particular mission. A landmark initiative aimed at boosting domestic oil seed production and achieving self-reliance, so that we should be relying on the domestic production, not on what any other country for the import of what, oil seeds, especially in edible oils, the oils which we consume. Okay, the mission will be implemented over the 7-year period. This period is very important for the examination from 2024 to 2030-31. To ensure timely availability of quality seeds under this mission, the mission will introduce online 5-year rolling seed plan through the portal called as Sathi. Sathi means seed authentication, means seeds are good or not, traceability from where they are originating, and holistic inventory means we should have a reserve seeds, the stock should be there with us, enabling states to establish advanced tie-up with seed producing agencies, including cooperative, farmer producer organizations, government or private seed corporation. So as a farmer, if I grow mango, so whatever the mango seeds are there, no, if they are very good, no, I will also have what, seeds basket with me. I will give it to what, my relatives. You take some seed, you can take some seeds, you can put in that in what, bag or garden, you will get very good. So farmers not only actually produces crops, but they also have very good variety of seeds with them. Okay, so they will sell. And in Hyderabad also we are having National Seed Corporation is there. So basically a corporation which actually produces and markets the seeds. Then Pradhan Mantri Annadata Aay Sanrakshan Abhiyan. Aay is nothing but income, Sanrakshan is nothing but protection. Okay, income protection scheme or mission, you can say. This is an umbrella scheme launched in the year what, 2018. The government has converged. Why we are calling it as umbrella? Because under this scheme we are having 4 components. Remember this point, when a scheme is at the top and you are having sub schemes under it, this scheme is called as umbrella scheme. So Pradhan Mantri Annadata Aay Sanrakshan scheme is a umbrella scheme because it have 4 other components of scheme, like price support scheme is there, price stabilization fund is there, price deficit payment is there, and market intervention scheme is also there. What is there? Market intervention scheme is also there. Okay, so all of these you might have studied in your static. Make sure that you study and go. These are very important for the examination. So here the government want to provide or to secure remunerative prices to farmers and to control price volatility of essential commodities like onion, tomatoes for consumers. So basically you might have seen that after 2020 COVID, there is a lot of surge is there with regard to price of onion and tomato. Okay, and all the pani puri walas are actually not giving us onion. Instead of that, they are giving us what, bottle gourd, खीरा डाल के दे रहे थे, right, पानी में. So that was happening in that time. So those are essential commodities, including milk also, ghee also. बच्चों के लिए important है, nutrition के लिए, right? हाँ. तो कभी कभी sometimes what happen, there will be increase in these prices of these essential commodities. In order to make sure that this increase should be benefit, this increase should not be so big that consumer will be hurt, and the when there is opportunity is there, farmers are not able to earn money. It should not be like that. Whenever there is kind of prices increase is there, government will, with the help of this, will try to control price volatility and make sure that farmers are benefited in this situation and consumers are also not left out. So a win-win situation is envisaged under this particular scheme. Now, National Beekeeping and Honey Mission, NBHM. Keeping in view the importance of beekeeping, a new central sector scheme has been launched in 2020, again in the COVID period. for the overall production and development of scientific beekeeping. If you want to know how the bees are kept and how we actually do the hive, hive is nothing but shahid ka putta ko hum hive bolte, hive, HIVE. Okay, so if you want to know much about beekeeping, there is a movie on Jason Statham movie, very famous Hollywood actor is there. So he did a movie called as what beekeeper. So you just go and watch this beekeeper keeper movie. With the help of this movie, you can able to understand what actually we do in a beekeeping mission. Basically, honey is very sweet, and it is also called as what, sweet revolution. Remember this point. Then minimum support price, there is important news is there with regard to this. Government of India has revised the MSP policy in the year 2018 based on the recommendation of none other than father of Green Revolution of India, MS Swaminathan. Government has increased the MSP for all mandated kharif, rabi and other commercial crops. One point you have to remember here that MSP is only applicable to kharif and rabi. Question may come like that. No, MSP is applicable to all the crops, whether they are kharif, rabi and other commercial crops, designated crops under the category, but it's not like that one category is completely left out. So MSP is applicable to kharif, rabi commercial crop with return of at least 50% overall India weightage average cost of production. So cost of production is if it's 100 overall across the India on an average. So 50% return means 150 rupees. The MSP will be fixed. So 100 is the cost of production. 50% is the return to that particular farmer. So basically, this is how the MSP is revised now. For example, if you see MSP for paddy, normal paddy, increased from 2002 um, two increased to 2000 क्विंटल फ्रॉम 13. सो यू कैन सी दैट 13 का अगर आप आधा करें तो 7 होगा. तो 7 13 में अगर आप 7 मिला दिए तो कितने हो गए 50%, लाइक 2000. you'll get what 2000, राइट. आई एम जस्ट राउंडिंग ऑफ द डेसिमल, सो आप इसे समझ सकते हैं. इसी तरीके से वी आल्सो हैव व्हाट 1400 पर क्विंटल वीट पहले बिकता था. आफ्टर द एमएसपी रिवाइज पॉलिसी, अगर ये 1400 का बाई 2 करो 50% विच विल बी, सो इट विल बी अराउंड 700. सो 1400 प्लस 700, सो 2000 अगेन. So 50% return the farmer should get. That is what the MS Swaminathan sir has recommended, and on his recommendation our government has also introduced the revised MSP policy. I hope this is clear to you. International Year of Millets. The UN government has declared International Year of Millets for the year 2023. Okay, 25 seed hubs has been established to ensure availability of quality seed of latest improved variety of nutri cereals. Basically, the cereals that are very rich in nutrients, we call them as what, nutrient, basically nutrition cereals or nutritious cereals, but in short form we call it as what, nutri cereals we call it as. Okay, millet mission has been launched in across 13 states. Now if you see what is Agri Stack, Agri Stack is a federated architecture for better planning, better monitoring, policy making, strategy formulation, and smooth implementation of scheme. Agri Stack agriculture has the foundation layers, core registries, base database of the agriculture, farmers database of the agriculture, farmers owner, how much land they are holding, geo-referencing of the plots, nothing but geotagging, crop survey, crop planning, soil mapping, soil fertility. All of these, if we document all of these and have a very clear understanding with regard to all of these indicators here, and very good amount of data information we are having, we call it as Agri Stack. Suppose if the government want to know, that government want to have what crop survey, they can directly go into what Agri Stack and click the button and get the answer for it. So nothing but basically it's like a accumulator and aggregator of all the important indicators of agriculture in the form of what, documentation and information and databases. That is only called as here Agri Stack. Then we also have Rashri Gokul mission is there, is being implemented for the development and conservation of Indian bovine breeds, indigenous means which belongs to India naturally or the nativity. So we wanted to, bovine is nothing but any animal that gives milk. We call such animals are bovine animals. So here we are basically talking about cows and buffaloes only. Okay, so the Rashri Gokul mission is nothing but development and conservation of Indian bovine breeds, launched in the year 2014 only. The scheme is important in enhancing milk production, productivity of bovines to meet the growing demand of milk and making dairying more profitable to the rural farmers. So under the scheme, government will take initiatives with the help of which the dairy farmers will be getting what? Little bit higher income. The scheme is continued under the umbrella scheme called as Rashtriya Pashudhan Vikas Yojana from 2021 to 2026, and it was got at the time when it was launched, it has got the outlay of around 2,400 crores. The Rashtriya Gokul mission will result in enhanced productivity and benefit of the program percolating to all cattle and buffalo of India, especially with the small and marginal farmers will be benefited under this scheme. This program will also benefit women in particular, since over 70% of the work involved in livestock farming, nothing but taking care of the animals, 70% of that work is being done by what? Women. So if this mission gets successful, obviously what will happen? Okay, you will also have what? The women upliftment and empowerment will also be taking place. Some other objectives are nothing but already we have seen the same objectives are there, but one important thing that you have to remember here, the we have learned that our indigenous bovine breeds, their productivity will increase, their productivity or enhancing their milk production. How is that possible? That we are doing what? Artificial insemination. Nothing but we are having a buffalo of a foreign breed, okay, which is what? High productive means 100 liters per day it will give. Our indigenous buffalo is there which gives only 40 liters. So here female, here male will be there. So male buffalo will be taken and its semens are introduced into the female, and these female buffaloes will get what? More capacity to produce milk, and their bachras etc will also get that particular power. Okay, that is through the artificial insemination we want to enhance the productivity of the milk in our indigenous bovine breed species. Clear? Then we also have National Livestock Mission. The focus on of the scheme is on entrepreneurship, development, and breed improvement in poultry, sheep, goat, piggery. Remember this point, including feed and fodder. Remember this point, the human beings, whenever we consume, we call it as food. For animals, we call it as what? Fodder. Okay, feed is a normal English word, but fodder we don't. Fodder is for animal. Okay, food is for human beings. So basically, in livestock mission, the important animals categories you please remember: poultry, sheep, goat, and piggery. Now, animal husbandry infrastructure fund has also been launched. Okay, under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. Okay, so basically the Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund has been approved for incentivizing investment by individual entrepreneurs, private companies, MSME. Okay, for what purpose? To establish the dairy processing and value addition infrastructure. So dairy processing means if the milk is there, milk will be processed into what? Maska, ghee, etc. This is called as dairy processing. Okay, and that is how the value addition infrastructures are nothing but machines that actually do that particular process. So with the help of this fund, you can establish, you can apply for it and you can get the fund. With the help of that fund, you can establish what? Dairy processing and value addition. Then meat processing and value addition infrastructure and animal feed plant. Okay, so make a chara banao. में जो मटर pickles होते हैं, chicken pickles होते हैं, I don't know what else, meat and fishes or been fish oil भी होता है, like that kind of. Clear? Then प्रधान मंत्री मत्स्य किसान समृद्धि सहाय योजना फिशरीज रिलेटेड का स्कीम है ये. A scheme to bring the blue revolution through sustainable responsible development of fisheries sector in the country. The Department of Fisheries, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry, Dairying, all of them are together coming up and um, implementing this flagship scheme, Pradhan Mantri, for a period of 5 years, financial year 2020 to 2021 to 2024 to 2025. This is a 5 year. So whenever a scheme is having start year and end year, we call that schemes are our time bound. Time bond scheme. The scheme, obviously, if this scheme is doing very well, it will create jobs and generate sustainable employment opportunities, because fishes are not going to die or get over a period of time. We'll have lot of fishes. So when the fishes are like you can understand that good flow of natural stock of fishes we generally have. So once you get a job in that, the job will continue for a long period of time. And it also promotes what fishery and aquaculture, micro and small enterprises across all value chains. And in Pradhan Mantri Matsya Yojana, lot of what I say is that targets are there. So you can see that under this scheme, we want to increase the fish production by 70 lakh metric ton. 70 lakh metric ton by 2024 to 2025. Under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampadana Yojana, we want to increase the fish production to 70 lakh metric ton by 2024 to 2025. In the same way, aquaculture productivity we have to enhance from the national average of 3 ton per hectare to 5 ton per hectare. Means aquaculture is nothing but this is a land will be there here, one bowdy, one well, one water houses will be there. So per hectare we are able to only generate 3 tons of what fishes. We want to generate what 5 tons. Aquaculture means it can be crabs, it can be fish, it can be anything. Prawns also. Reduce post harvest losses from 25% to around 10%. Okay, generate 55 lakh direct and indirect employment. Enhance fisheries exports from 46,000 crore to 1 lakh crore by 2024 to 2025. Enhance per capita fish consumption from the 5 to 6 kg to 12 kg during the tenure of 5 years. So means every year all of us actually according to the government, okay, we are not talking about vegans or Chinese people. Here we are talking about what 5 to 6 kg generally a normal Indian takes fish it seems overall a year. So we want to increase it to 12 kg because to like अभी 6 फुट दिखना है, बड़े चौड़े दिखना है. Okay, we don't want to look what malnourished. Encourage private investments and facilitate growth of entrepreneurship in fishery sector. Per drop more crop. Okay, basically here sprinkler and drip irrigation systems are given what funded by the government. Okay, loans will be given to that so that you can conserve the resources. Every drop you should get more crop because drip and sprinkler irrigation has shown more productivity than just tube well. ट्यूब वेल का मतलब है बॉडी में से ट्यूब लगाओ, पानी में छोड़ दो agriculture field में, and it just inundates the complete agricultural land. That is not a good methodology of irrigation it seems. So if you are doing with what I say is that sprinkler and drip, at that time you can have what better products, better production. So in order to increase the water use efficiency at the farm level, at the farmers level, okay, wherever he is growing, through micro irrigation techniques, irrigation drip sprinkler irrigation systems are given importance. Per drop more crop scheme was launched in 2015 to 16. So these are called as micro irrigation. छोटे छोटा drop आता है और इसके लिए बड़ा सा you don't have to have a very big canal irrigation system. So ऐसे micro irrigation system comes into being. Water saving as well as reduce the fertilizer usage through fertigation. So fertigation is nothing but irrigation plus fertilizers. If they are together mixed, no, this is called as fertigation. Generally what happens, this is your land area, no, this is your land area where you're growing the crops are here, crops are here. Okay, these are the crops. So here you are having what one एक pipe जाता है यहाँ से, ये pipe में one drop पानी नीचे गिरते रहता. Okay, but in this pipe whatever the water is there, no, it's not just water, it is what mixed with what fertilizers. That's why ये water जो है ना ये fertigation water है. That is what is called as fertigation. It also supports micro level water harvesting, okay, storage, management, etc. Other interventions or to supplement the source creation for the micro irrigation. किसी तरीके से भी we have to do either by this way or that way, but we have to do. Then Rainfed Area Development Program, it was launched in the year 2014 to 15. Almost around, my dear students, we have already studied like 30 schemes, more than 30 schemes till now, yesterday and today. Okay, it's a complete chapter with regard to agriculture schemes. This is a part 2. Make sure that you make notes of it, or I will create a link of Google Drive for the yesterday's and today's PDF. You can access that. With the help of this scheme in the under the sky of India, you can what I say is that write any examination, okay, with regard to agriculture, you will be thorough. So Rainfed Area Development Program was introduced, or you can say the launch from 2014-15, adopts an area-based approach in cluster mode for promoting integrated farming system which focuses on multi-cropping, rotational cropping, intercropping, mixed cropping practices with allied activities also in agriculture. में फिर vegetable rice plus you can have mango, that is called as what mixed cropping. Then you can also have what you can have wheat plus sheep rearing, that is called as livestock. then fisheries. So you can do anything, whatever you want to do. Okay, so Rainfed area development program, ये एक cluster based approach है, means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas will be taken and they will be made one cluster, and under that particular cluster integrated farming will be promoted. Then we also have submission on agriculture mechanization. Mechanization will actually improve the productivity of a particular area. Submission on agriculture mechanization is being implemented with effect from April 2014, aims to catalyze and accelerate inclusive growth of agriculture mechanization in India. It has objectives like increasing the reach of farm mechanization to small and marginal farmers. Very important. अभी यहाँ पे याद ये रखना है. You have to remember one point. If I have a small land area, so how can I have a bigger equipments, bigger threshers, bigger sorters, or not useful to me? Like बड़ा सा ट्रैक्टर लेके क्या करो? ये तो एरिया बहुत ही छोटा है. So I should be having customized small equipment, small machines I require or not, because in India, as you have seen the economic survey 25 to 25, okay, marginal and small farmers constitute 90% of the total farmers. Means marginal small farmers to 90% है. तो छोटे छोटे फार्म लैंड्स है. अब इतने छोटे छोटे फार्म लैंड्स एग्रीकल्चर फील्ड से इसमें बड़े बड़े मशीनरीज कहाँ से बैठेंगे? नहीं बैठेंगे. तो इसके छोटे बनाना बोले तो दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. वो बना नहीं रहे हैं. So that is why custom hiring center should be there. Custom hiring center मतलब क्या है? एक विलेज में you will have a just like पहले जमाने में हम 2 रुपए देके साइकिल किराए पे लेते थे ना. This is the same way. Custom hiring centers. वहाँ पे they can go and they can get what? Customized small tools, small machineries they can get, and all the farmers can use it. Okay. The National Bamboo Mission 2006 to 2007. This scheme is implemented in 23 districts and 1 union territory, that is Jammu and Kashmir, through the state bamboo missions and state bamboo development agency. Main focus is to develop a complete value chain of bamboo. Bamboo के से जितने भी products बनते और जो products बनते उसके लिए जो भी requirements or infrastructure you have to create, that particular things all are included in this bamboo mission. Then we also have mission organic value chain development for Northeast region. So basically organic products whatever are coming from the Northeast, no, we have to develop a value chain for it. That is only called as MOVCDNER. It aims at developing of commodity specific concentrated certified organic production clusters in value chain mode to link growers with consumers. So growers and we are the consumers, हम दोनों के बीच में एक relation लगाना है. So with the help of this, northeastern region can sell their products and they will also get the certification on their products. So Apple के ऊपर एक sticker लग के रहता ना, you can read that and you can see that okay ये तो certified है, means it has completely what, a organic thing coming from Northeast India. So under this scheme you will be getting creation facilities for collection, aggregation, process भी कर सकते हैं, marketing, brand building initiatives in Northeast India के पूरे 7 sister states are included under this particular scheme. Okay, I hope this is all clear to you. We'll see tomorrow. All the schemes are done. So I'll come with another new chapter for tomorrow's day, and all the very best for the examination. And if you're not writing the examination, do stay with me every day. You will learn it out. If you're having any doubts, do ask me in the comment section. I will be more happy to help you out. And those who are writing the examination, please make sure that you are very calm and you should go with a lot of confidence. No need to worry if you're not able to do 10 or 20 questions, but you have almost 100 questions. Try to do good number of questions. Try to remind, recall, and try to think and try to present your answer. Life is very big and it is not the end, and make sure that you do it very leisurely, all your answers, and come back with flying colors. Take care, have a nice day, bye bye, see you tomorrow.